Hello, this is Bryson LaFleur coming at you with another tennis improvement video. And today I want to talk about one of the most important aspects of tennis, and that's how to overcome nerves. Whether you're playing your first tennis tournament or you're competing to get in a starting lineup on your high school or college tennis team, or even if you're just playing a tough match in difficult conditions, nerves can drastically decrease our performance out there on the tennis court. I know this firsthand. When I was a high school tennis player, I often struggled with nerves. A lot of butterflies would get into my stomach, and I would have won matches that I otherwise lost if I was able to properly handle my nerves. However, in the past 10 years, I've been coaching competitive tennis. I lived in an ashram called the Bhaktivedanta Manor. Lastly, I studied the inner game intensively, and this has just given me a lot of tools and insights about how to manage our states better. The first thing that I would recommend when it comes to overcoming your nerves in tennis is meditation. Meditation is one of the most powerful things you can do to manage your emotions.
Why is he sitting like that? He's meditating, trying to cross over into the spirit world. It takes all his concentration. Is there any way we can help?
How about some quiet? Come on, guys, I can hear every word you're saying.
When you meditate, it's almost like putting money into your savings account that you can draw when you're in a difficult moment, whether that be in tennis or in other aspects of life. To meditate, you want to basically find a quiet space. You want to sit down. You want to breathe in and out and try to simply get awareness of the breath while avoiding impulsive thinking. And even if you have some intrusive thoughts while you're meditating, don't judge yourself. Just try your best to bring it back. And the main thing is just make sure you're focusing on the breath. What I would recommend is starting small. Start with something like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can gradually go up to more time if you feel comfortable. But just make sure you develop a consistent practice, because just like it takes time and effort over a long period to practice your strokes and get better at tennis, it takes the same amount of effort with your mind. So if you meditate one time, you're probably not going to see drastic results. But if you develop a consistent practice, over time, you're going to see much better control of your mental states. And you're going to have a lot less problem with nerves naturally. The number 2 thing that I would recommend is routines. Routines help our mind find certainty in difficult or uncertain situations. Look at a guy like Rafael Nadal, how he has a very meticulous routine. He adjusts his hair. He adjusts his shorts. He also even has a very specific thing that he does with his water bottles. And all of that is very intentional. He's doing that to help his mind find certainty and calm in difficult situations. And that's one of his keys for success and great performance. So when you're out there, one thing that you can do is establish a great routine, and that's going to really help you be able to calm your nerves. One example of a routine is right before you serve, bounce the ball 3 to 4 times, take a deep breath, and then serve. And you need to find what routine you're comfortable with, but establishing a great routine is going to really help you improve your nerves out there on the tennis court. The third and final thing that I would recommend to overcome nervousness is that you want to practice non-resistance. A lot of players out there on the tennis court try to fight or suppress their emotions, but paradoxically, whatever we resist persists. So what we want to do is be aware of our emotions, and that will give us the power to overcome whatever we're feeling.
No. Perhaps you go with it for a little while, and you go, and then you turn it around. And the very power that was against you then works for you, and you achieve your goal through that. It happens, and this is the wisdom that comes with non-resistance.
How this works in practice is, let's say your hands are shaking or you're feeling really nervous when you're going up to serve. Try to internalize that feeling, be aware of that, and that's going to help you overcome that. What we call this is watching the thinker. Just feel and look at what you're thinking, but try to detach yourself from that emotion. And that can give ourselves distance and space from that emotion to be our best selves and to overcome that difficult feeling. In summation, here are the 3 things that we want to do. We want to practice meditation. We want to establish good routines. And lastly, we want to practice acceptance and what we call watch the thinker. And all these things are going to help you drastically improve your problems with nervousness out there on the tennis court. So if you got value from this video, consider checking out my comprehensive serve course. The link is below in the description. In this course, you're going to learn everything you need to learn how to hit incredible serves. Also, like, comment, subscribe, and great luck out there on the tennis court. Thanks.